Ready? Well, welcome to all of you. We are very grateful for the fact that you would give up a little of your class time for this. This is the mythologies class. This is not a theater class, just keep that in mind. We've been reading a lot of different stories and wanted to perform one. And so just a few things beforehand. No animals or people have been harmed in the making of this production.
Why did I watch
Okay? Sorry. Well, I mean, it's about imagination. All right? So, we present for you Meleager and the Calydonian Boar Hunt as presented by the Roman poet Ovid in his work, The Metamorphoses. Thank you.
Calydon anxiously begged for help. The cause of the trouble was a boar, servant and avenger of an outraged Diana. They say that Oeneus, king of Calydon, giving thanks for a bounteous harvest, offered the first fruits to Ceres, wine to Bacchus, and poured blonde Pallas libations of oil. From the rural deities to the gods of high heaven, each received due honor. Only Diana's altar was left without incense. Gods can get really angry.
This will not go unpunished. Although we may be unhonored, it will not be said we are unavenged.
And the scorned goddess sent a boar. Oeneus' fields. A boar as big as the bulls that graze in Epirus. Bigger than Sicilian bulls. His eyes raged with blood and fire. He had a long, thick neck. His hoarse grunts came out with steaming foam that lathered his shoulders. His tusks were as long as an Indian elephant's. Lightning issued from his mouth. In his breath, burned vegetation. And he ripped branches with their olives from trees. He savaged his cattle too. Neither shepherds nor their flocks can protect their flocks, nor bulls their herds. The people run off everywhere and don't feel safe except behind city walls. Finally, Meleager and his picked band of young heroes assembled, bound for glory. The twin sons of Leda, the boxer Pollux, and Castor, the horseman. Jason, who built the first ship. Echion, an Arcadian. Nestor, who was then in the prime of his life. Another Arcadian, Ancaeus. Amphigus' son, the prophet Mopsus. And Atalanta, pride of the Arcadian woods. A polished pin fastened her robe at the neck. Her hair was pulled back in a simple knot. Her arrows rattled in an ivory quiver. Hanging from her left shoulder, and her left hand held her bow. That was how she was dressed. Her face was one that you could truly say was girlish for a boy. And for a girl, boyish. For Meleager, it was love at first sight. denied by an inn. And he felt the heat, saying to himself,
What a lucky man I'll be if she ever says yes.
it was not the time, and he was embarrassed for him to say more. The great contest was about to begin. There was a virgin forest, dense and primeval, running from the plain to the slope of a valley. At the bottom of the valley, the rainwater drained into a marshy spot, overgrown with willows, swamp grass, and rushes, and with an undergrowth of reed. It was from here the boar was flushed out, and came at his tormentors like lightning from a cloud. The grove was laid low by his charge, and the battered trees crashed as the heroes yelled. They clenched their spears with their broad iron heads pointed toward the boar. They tried to impede his furious onrush. Echion cast first. But the throw was wasted, the spear sticking lightly in a maple tree. The next, thrown by Jason, would have hit, but he had too much force, and it went long. Then Mopsus prayed.
Great Lord Apollo, if I have ever served you and still do, please let my spear hit its mark.
The god did his best to answer his prayer. The boar was hit, but uninjured. Diana had snapped the iron off from the spear in flight, and the shaft arrived without any point. The beast's anger now burned no less gently than lightning. Fire gleamed from his eyes and breathed from his throat. Pylian Nestor would have never made it to Troy. With supreme effort, he planted his spear and vaulted behind a tree, from whose branches he looked over in safety at his enemy. The boar was whetting his tusks on the trunk of an oak, an ominous sign. And now, Castor and Pollux, not yet stars in the sky, but still conspicuous among the rest, came riding up on horses whiter than snow, pumped their spears, and sent them humming through the air. Both would have hit the boar, too, except that the beast took cover in a thicket where neither horse nor spear could follow. Atalanta notched an arrow on the string and let fly. It grazed the boar's back and struck beneath his ear, staining the bristles red with a trickle of blood. She was not happier over her shot's success than Meleager was.
Yeah!
He saw the blood first and was the first to point it out to his comrades.
You will be praised for this bold achievement.
The men's faces turned red, and they spurred each other on.
We can do this. Not you, Atalanta.
Their spirits rising as they shouted and hurled spears, but in no good order, their very volume preventing any from hitting the target. Then Ancaeus, himself an Arcadian, armed with a battle axe and determined to meet his destiny, cried out.
Let's see how a man's weapons outweigh a girl's. I don't care if Diana herself protects this beast with her arrows. I'm taking this thing down, Diana or not.
That was his boast, all swollen with pride. He lifted the axe overhead with both hands. The boar went for his adversary's most vulnerable spot. Ancaeus went down, his entrails flowing out. Then Jason hurled his javelin, which as it happened, swirled off and killed a perfectly good hound. But Meleager took a different hand. He threw two spears. One of these punched into the earth, but the other one stuck into the spine of the beast. While the boar spins around and around in his rage, driving him mad until at last he buries his hunting spear deep in the shoulder. The others go wild, shouting applause and crowding around to clasp hands with the victor. They gaze in wonder at the huge carcass covering so much ground and are still not sure if it is safe to touch it. But each of them wets his own spear in its blood. Then Meleager, standing with his foot upon that lethal head, spoke to Atalanta.
Here, take the spoils and share in my glory.
And he gave her the spoils, the bristling hide, and the magnificent head with its enormous tusks.
Her bride.
Both the gift and the giver made Atalanta glad. But an envious murmur arose from the company, and Meleager's uncles cried out in a loud voice.
Back off, girl, and don't take our honor.
Trusting your beauty, art, this love secret.
And they took the gift from her, and from him the right to give. This was too much for the son of Mars,
Listen, you two who steal my plunder. The difference between a threat and a deed.
and he drained Plexippus's unsuspecting heart with sinful steel. His brother Toxius stood there hesitating, wanting to avenge his brother, but fearing his fate. But Meleager cut short his deliberations. While the spear was still warm from its prior victim, he warmed it again in his brother's blood. And Althea was bringing gifts to the temple in thanksgiving for the victory of her son, when she saw her brother's corpses carried in. She filled the city with her loud lamentation
No!
and changed her robe from golden to black. But when she learned who the murderer was, all of her grief became a lust for vengeance. There was a log of wood which, when Althea was in labor, the three fates threw into the fire as they spun thread for Meleager's life.
To you and to this log we give the same span of time.
When the three sisters had chanted this prophecy and disappeared, the mother snatched the burning log from the fire and doused it in water. It had long been hidden in the depths of the house, and, kept safe there, safeguarded your life for years, young hero. Now Meleager's mother brought out this log, and had her servants pile up pine and kindling. She lit the unfriendly fire. 4 times she was about to throw the log in the flames, and 4 times she stopped. Mother fought sister, 2 names tugging at one heart she had. She wavered between her uncertain emotions, extinguishing her wrath and fanning it again. But the sister in her begins to prevail over the mother, and to appease with blood her blood relative's shades. Althea becomes pious in her impiety. With the pestilential flames reach full strength, she said,
Let that pyre turn my own flesh to ashes.
and holding the fateful log in her dire hand, she stood in her misery before the sacred altars and said,
Triple goddesses, vengeful furies, Eumenides, turn your faces towards these rites. I avenge and I do evil. Death must be atoned by death, crime added to crime, funeral to funeral. May mounded grief destroy this accursed house. Shall my husband enjoy his victorious son, and I be brotherless? Better they both grieve. But you, new ghosts of my brothers, feel my devotion and accept the sacrifice. Ah, where is a mother's mind, a parent's care, the misery I endured for 10 long months? Oh, you should have burned to death as an infant in that first fire, if only I could have borne it. You live by my gift, now you will die for what you have done. Pay the price for it, and give back the life I gave you twice, once at your birth, and once by saving the long. Or put me on my brother's pyre too. Oh, I want to, and I can't. What shall I do? My brother's wounds are before me now, and all that blood, and now the name of mother, and a mother's love are breaking my heart. God, I am wretched. Isn't it right that you win, brothers? But go ahead, win. Just let me have the comfort I give you, and let me die.
Althea spoke, and as she turned her face away, her trembling hand dropped the mortal log into the flames. It groaned, or seemed to groan, as it flared up and burned in the unwilling fire. Far away, and knowing nothing of this, Meleager burns in those flames.
I'm on fire!
Feeling a scorching fire deep inside his body, it takes all his courage to master the pain.
I'm on fire!
Yet he grieves that he will die a bloodless and ignoble death, and he calls on Caius, happy for his wounds.
I'm Caius!
With his last breath, he calls upon his aged father,
Dad!
his brothers,
Brothers!
his devoted sisters,
Sisters!
his wife,
Wife!
and, with a groan, perhaps his mother.
Mom!
The fire intensifies, and with it the pain. Then both die down, and fire and pain go out together. As his spirit slips away into the gentle air, gray ash slowly veils the glowing coals. In the end, Diana was satisfied with their destruction. The moral of the story is honor the gods and your family, or you too may end up too hot for your own good.
Albert would be proud. Thank you so much. Questions? Cool. Yes.
Well, metamorphosis. What's the change exactly?
We took that out. Well, partly you have Meleager changing into a log and being burned.
Oh, sure.
At the end, his sisters, the sisters that remained, were changed into Meleagrids, which is the scientific name for guinea hens. But yeah, it just yeah, and you had to edit to make it. It's the difference between the medium of presentation, right? One is a long extended poem that weaves all of these stories together. Another is a short snippet to share one story. So yes, we had to do a little technical editing.
Because you brought it to life.
Or death, one of the two.